Oh, yeah.
Definitely a name that's been around for a while.
I love this head-to-head style. Wildz is, I believe, like a teenager, like a young teenager, and IcyMist so much taller. Just
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
yeah, there it is. We're going to see the Kazuya from Wildz and the Samus from IcyMist going into Pokemon Stadium for Game 1.
Okay, so it's very clearly going to be a game of keep away for IcyMist, as Kazuya loves to get in your face and get these combos started off. And Samus has a lot of tools to make sure he can't do that. And already, we're starting off with Kazuya struggling to get some footing.
Yeah, kind of going to be the story of the match is Kazuya's going to get beat up a lot, but those small openings that Wildz finds are going to be the deciding factor. Can Kazuya get a response going and get one of those explosive combos that we know him for?
Yeah, and I think Samus players tend to have no shame when it comes to running away and throwing projectiles. So I have to imagine IcyMist is not going to be allowing Kazuya to get close at all. And there we see it. Maybe a little bit of nerves right there, as Kazuya was certainly not supposed to be losing a stock there.
Right. That's, you know, unfortunate. A lot of ways to mix up that recovery, and if you second guess, can be very difficult.
That's good.
Wow, that was so sick.
Okay, so when he hits grabbing, it's only 31%. Obviously, IcyMist potential getting a spike there, but happy with Kazuya just 2% far away.
All right, that bomb's going to kind of reset that ledge situation. Wildz looking for a hit, but IcyMist so elusive usually, but like especially in this matchup.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kazuya kind of slowing things down, trying to figure out how to break into this fortress that Samus is setting up.
Fortress is exactly the word I thought of too, because
Yeah.
it's so hard to get around this platform. IcyMist just charging the charge shot with the Zair, the bombs, so many options to try and get around.
It's also just so frustrating when your opponent, able to get something happening right there, but Samus just heavy enough to not die from that.
At 70, it was a closer call than it should have been.
Yeah.
Right back to the ledge here. Not going to get that up B.
Okay, up going to put himself in a tricky situation for dash attack. Very strong shoulder charge. IcyMist going to steal that second stock.
All right, and a little bit of charge shot on deck as well. Trying to put some damage on with these up airs. Kazuya having such a hard time landing. A really hard time landing.
Yeah, but I think IcyMist has identified that the nerves are there. The anxious options are on the table, and that's going to cause Wildz to be doing a lot of things that he probably shouldn't be as IcyMist to capitalize.
Yeah, that is definitely a good way to put it. I think we saw a couple of nervous options come out. A couple of early air dodges, maybe some options that were more instinct than intellectual.
Yeah, and it's one thing to be nervous when you play, but it's always the worst when your opponent realizes it, because then they flip that switch in their mind where they're like, okay, that means he's probably going to spot dodge here a lot. Okay, he's probably going to roll in because he's scared. I can do a lot of cool things, and I'm sure IcyMist is going to see that as an opportunity to get some highlight reel plays.
Definitely. I think we saw some of that already, but as the set goes on, we may see a little bit more. Wildz, though, I'm sure making some adjustments as well, trying to find those openings. But this is one of those, you know, cost of doing business is Kazuya. You just got to take that 43 and then give it back when you do find your own opening.
Yeah, and one would think at first glance that, okay, he's got an option for something here.
Just
Did not get that second one.
Yeah, that was the one that mattered, frankly. But 70% from that opening, really good response.
Yeah. I was going to say, you would think that Kazuya having a reflector in this kit could potentially deal with Samus well, but Samus isn't a character who just only relies on projectiles. Like you see right there, a lot of up air strings coming in as well.
Okay. Dash attack. Saw a lot of aerials that were really good for IcyMist as well.
Yeah.
But honestly, the reflector, I feel like, is not necessarily fast enough kind of to react. I feel like you kind of have to have a read. And IcyMist is so elusive with the timing, it's hard for Wildz to kind of find out when to do it.
Dude, I hate that neutral B fake out that Samus can do now. I mean, I love it because it's cool, but it's so nerve-wracking to play against. Okay, looks like the momentum got kind of stifled there. Might have been a bomb on the way, but charge shot comes through, and a little bit longer for that first stock, but IcyMist able to take it nonetheless.
Yeah, and not too bad. Big hit there. Wildz with some stage control. See if we can make something happen, but it's going to be the get-up attack. Really well, good timing, and up. Special evens it up.
Wildz takes his first stock of the set so far. Or, that wasn't the first one.
No, it was.
Oh, it was.
You were right.
Stock. I was like, surely there wasn't a 3 stock last time. But no, it was. But seems like he's shaking the nerves off and playing a lot better.
Okay. IcyMist getting up a lot of stage control, but there are those up airs with the platform reset. Not going to follow up, though. And there's the reflect.
Yeah, but again, see, he took like 30% anyway from everything else that came afterwards. Unfortunately for Kazuya, reflector not going to help out that much.
Right. Bit of a frame trap there, dodging that neutral air just to get jabbed anyway, and that shield pressure has to be perfect. Yep. We're going to see this good old up special from Samus. Nice bomb.
Yeah, and I doubt IcyMist is the kind of player who, you know, is trigger happy on the up Bs on shield, but that is one thing you can punish Samus for doing. You can make them think, oh, hey, I hit your shield, you should probably up B, but it could be something Wildz could go for.
Ooh, okay, really good movement here, but finds a little bit of a hit right there.
Yeah, almost had the ball up. Obviously with low percent here. IcyMist could be pretty safe. Kazuya can make something from nothing pretty quickly.
Right. Oh, you were not kidding.
And
here we see.
Timing.
Yep.
Don't you just love it when the players perfectly demonstrate what you're talking about?
Exactly. One opening right there. The shield break. IcyMist with a quick response.
Yeah, but IcyMist is like, shut up, guys.
Yeah. Let me remind you about that first game.
Yeah.
Quick 25 into the grab and an aerial 45. Nice opening.
Yeah, kind of faking out movement there. Keeping Kazuya guessing where IcyMist is going to be next.
Ooh, okay, that's big. Yup, electric onto the platform, barely misses that extension.
Yeah, for the side B though, not quite correctly predicting where IcyMist will land.
Yeah. Looking for an approach for IcyMist, but IcyMist just hanging back.
Very close to over right now. As both characters seeing a high percentage, but IcyMist with stage advantage. Just as I say that, Wild's able to get back to center stage, but they're just trading it back and forth.
Wow. Catching that jump with a very big neutral air. Good stuff from IcyMist, scouting out the high recovery and taking game 2, but in a much less convincing fashion.
Yep, it seems like Wildz isn't so pressured anymore. I mean, obviously the pressure's still there. Like, being on this stage, you have to be a little bit nervous, especially when you're relatively inexperienced.
Yeah,
Wildz is.
I was talking about it all weekend on all of the different blocks that I had, but like, there's something to be said about having stage fright anyway, just being on a stream. But here you have the actual stage, the stream, all of the production that's gone into it. It's very intimidating, but definitely seeing some adjustments being made. Going back to Hollow Bastion for game 3, Wildz trying to mount a comeback. IcyMist trying to get the win.
I love the drift back by IcyMist after not connecting with that neutral, realizing, okay, Wildz could be trying to punish me here, so maybe I can back up.
Okay, good pressure at the ledge here, neutral air resetting. Fair, finding a way back to center, good stuff.
Wow, I'm surprised that back air connected.
Yeah, good aerial time.
Yeah, I don't think IcyMist was expecting that either.
Nice. There's that up special out of shield. Okay.
These straight hits from Kazuya are just so funny, especially when you realize that he's probably going to get a lot more after it.
Right. I like that sort of weight in getting the grab from Wildz as opposed to trying to get that maybe less than tight combo. Good grab there
really
too.
good mix up on the landing.
Yeah. Back at the ledge trying to get that charge shot. So many options Samus has. We finally see him all come to fruition. Big charge shot, set up the rage drive.
Yeah, I was going to say, for like what seems like the first time this set, we've seen Samus like sitting at ledge for longer than 10 seconds.
Right. Ooh, okay.
All right, now they swap places. Kazuya, the one struggling to get back on stage, almost making himself very vulnerable.
Yeah, we did see the rage drive leave. 2 quick electrics getting shielded by IcyMist and some good movement, finds that dash attack.
And you can tell that for the last 30 seconds, IcyMist had been thinking about that dash attack. A really strong move, and Kazuya had been in the percent range to dive from it for about a minute.
Wow, I love that combo.
Yeah.
It should not be real, but good. She needs it.
Yep.
Okay.
Hanging on there, though, 100%.
Wow.
Finally going to lose it there. Fall-out aerial from Wildz is going to be enough.
Wow, 40%, that's just one grab.
Yeah.
Which we almost saw there. Unfortunately, the invincibility lasting a little too long for Wildz, but trying to find it right now. Good shield. Unfortunately, oh no, a little too laggy. And reset to the electric, another one. Gets it. What's the back here? 111.
Yeah. And all that from that missed neutral B from IcyMist.
Did I miss another combo? It should not have been 111 damage.
Yeah, I think what IcyMist is trying to do is trap the landing from Wildz. Because that's the second time now that we've seen him go for the charge shot. Right. Where normally Wildz would be going straight to the ground.
Okay. Smart stuff. I love that pressure.
Yep.
Even a really good frame trap. Even if you do get that dodge in. Gonna make it back.
What the heck? There? Okay.
No one would have checked that. Up throw, not even doing it quite yet. Kazuya so very big, but not big enough to survive that forward air. 111 on IcyMist, still from that opening earlier. Playing pretty well and trying to take the game.
Yeah, and we did see IcyMist with that up there, not quite killing, but sometimes in a situation where you don't pummel, do it instantly, you're expecting your opponents not to be DIing correctly because it just happens so fast. But with the fair, not quite spaceful enough, and a punish comes from Wildz right there. It's going to be the stock tied up.
All right, 57% practically even. We've heard it a million times before, but we saw exactly why. That Kazuya is so explosive, but so is that charge shot. So are these bombs at the ledge. Finding a hit, and the forward air could be curtains for Wildz. Winners run. Let's see, crazy aerial.
Yeah, and with the low percent right now, IcyMist probably not too concerned about throwing things away to the Kazuya, but as we just saw a little bit ago, Kazuya can easily turn a low percent into a nightmare.
Yep. Looking for maybe a drop down aerial here. It's going to be Wildz finding an opening, but too much pressure on the shield. Oh no. One more bomb setup for IcyMist is going to be the third game, taking it 3-0 over Wildz, but what a showing as the set went on. Wildz looking better and better each game.